Hello everybody, Wishbone8121 here, and today I am happy to tell you about my initial starter team. This was the first team I got to E7, because this was way before Breakthrough came out, way before Survivor mode. This was years ago when I first made this team. It was my first characters to get to level 50, all my first characters to get to max, E7. And the first team I ever used, I used it for years, and it was the first three players that I augmented. And to this day, it is still one of the teams I use all the time in multiplayer to grind battle score, because it is still an extremely powerful team. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to go over strategies, we're going to go over gear, even starting gear for those of you who don't have tons of max gear. I will show you how to use this team to your advantage, and I am going to show you why it is worth maxing out this team regardless of where you are at in the game. All right, let's get into it. First of all, Animated Harley Quinn is the easiest character to talk about. You basically want her always with Astro Harness, Tantu Totem, and her dual revolvers. Her dual revolvers is basically one of the best items in the game. It allows her to heal her whole team for 25% on special 2. This works perfectly with Tantu Totem because if her special 2 does not deal damage, then the power is refunded. Which means if you pick to either use the team heal, or if you use the bomb on Injustice 2 Superman, or if you use her 50% damage boost, well, it's just gives you the power back, so you can just use it again. So you basically can heal the entire team to full whenever you want. And actually, with that said, let's first talk about the reasons why this team has a lot of synergy. First of all, Animated Harley gives 20% damage and power generation to the entire team, and Batman gives plus 25% damage to the entire team. Now you throw in there that Bag of Tricks gives a 50% damage boost, and that means that this entire team has a 95% damage boost the entire time. That is higher than the damage boost that AO Deathstroke gets. And AO Deathstroke has pretty much the same stats as Doomsday here as far as damage goes. So even though this team has a low damage stat, that is actually not the case in practice, which you'll see. And all right, so especially in regard to basic attacks, this is very easy to see. Harley Quinn, after using her Bag of Tricks to give the damage boost, you can see Harley Quinn critting for combos that are up in the 30,000s. Batman's combos are up in around 40,000, and Doomsday's combos, even without any attack gear, has combos up in the 40,000 range. So definitely, even without any basic attack gear, this team actually deals a lot of basic damage, so that's always an option in a pinch. Though this team is definitely more geared towards basic damage. All right, so back to Harley Quinn. I'll just show you a video of her, how overpowered she can actually be when using Tantu Totem. Is definitely the gear that you want to go for. Now, obviously, Tantu Totem and Astro Harness are more difficult to get. So if you are starting out and you just want, what you would want to do is use blocking gear, like the Charge Disc is what I used to use on her a long time ago before I had Astro Harness. And then energy generation, so something like power generation. Pretty much you want to use power generation on her. So something like this, if you don't have anything better. So power gen, and definitely her signature gear. You basically want to get that as fast as possible. Now next, moving on, we're going to go over Batman and Doomsday, and we're going to go over them together. Because at the start, you don't have super strong gears. So one of the best ways to use Doomsday early on, when you don't have really good gears, is as a basic attack damage dealer. I suggest always using one gear with block. That way he doesn't get crushed. His signature gear is extremely good, gives unblockable chance. And as you can see, he hits like just absolute truck. And he can juggle extremely well, which is very good for a basic damage dealer. I suggest his signature gear and a one gear with crit. Obviously, if you are really serious about making this your team, you can get crit augments and augment him pretty fast. On top of that, if you don't have the LexCorp Helmet V2, I actually suggest the Energy Lance as a second gear, because the blocking is just so important to have more block. And the damage boost to basic attacks, obviously that's just a very good gear for him. That's the gear I used to use before I got the LexCorp helmet. Okay. Now, if you are using Doomsday as a basic carry, then Batman is going to be the person with the Deathmaster's cart, or basically you're going to use him as a tank. Tank and kind of support, like a support character. So this is what I would prefer him to use when I use Doomsday as a carry. However, if you don't have all these gears, what you could optionally use is you could use pretty much anything with health. Like the Kryptonian battlesuit. You could use his own gear has health. It's not too terrible. It's not particularly good, but what actually is really good for him is the Blue Lantern ring, which increases block and heals self on special too. So that's really a good gear I would recommend for him early on, as well as well, you could give him the Demon Blade. Really, I would just give him a second blocking item, so he can block a lot. So that's something like this is something I would really recommend for him. Oh, actually, the LexCorp armor would be better in this particular case. Yeah, stun special too. Something like this setup is something I would recommend for him early game when you don't have really good gears. But when you do have better gears, I would recommend Batman Ninja Helmet and Deathmaster's cart and the Ibby stick. Or if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can use the Claw of Horus with Deathmaster's cart, so you can use him to break gears. And then yeah, that's a little over aggressive. I wouldn't recommend that, but it's definitely doable. All right, now another way to gear. Another way to gear Doomsday is with the LexCorp gauntlets and League of Assassins add-up knives. This allows Doomsday to jump in with a bar of power and deal a lot of team damage. It's a very successful way to gear him, and this is one of the ways that I geared him for quite a while. Once I got the League of Assassins add-up knives, of course I didn't have LexCorp gauntlets. I used I think the Flash's gear. Yes, I used the Flash's gear instead back then. Or actually, what I preferred was the Omega Battle Plate, because that gave block and crit chance. So that's something that I used for quite a while before I had the LexCorp gauntlets, or LexCorp helmet. But of course, now that I do have them, this is one of the best ways to gear Doomsday. You could also use the Cloak of Destiny. But really, because he already has a plus 95% damage boost anyway, and LexCorp has, of course, the crit boost already, so it doesn't increase the damage as much as you would think. So really, I would recommend him having the two-piece gear set. That way you can use him against a Batman Ninja Catwoman, and he has a lot more durability while blocking. Which is important because he's going to be one of your major damage dealers. And of course, while you are gearing Doomsday in this way, you still want Batman to be either your item killer or your gear killer, or you can use him semi as a tank. I do not recommend using him as a special 2 with the Deathmaster's cart, because you can't use his special 2 while you're tagging it with the Death Master's card, because you'll miss. So I don't recommend this type of build. I would recommend using him like this instead. Now, lastly, the best way, what I think is the best way to gear Doomsday is as a special 2 damage dealer, which, as you can see, his special 2 with the Ibby stick crits for 511,000, which is significant. So definitely the Ibby stick is one of the ways to go. That way you also can tag in and deal massive damage through dots. For those pesky people that are hard to kill, like Batman, Ninja Batman. However, another way to run this, and actually it would be my recommended. Now also, because the Ibby stick and Demonic Cloak both have power generation increase, with this type of setup, Doomsday can tag in every single time he's available, and you'll always get a special 2. Just very, very strong. Now, if you have a little bit more patience and you want a little bit more of power on that special 2, what you can use is the Fourth World Godly Mace. You'll deal basically the same amount of damage, however you will deal about 75,000 damage to the team, which is strong. However, with that thought in mind, what I'm going to show you is what I would recommend more than that. Now, this is my recommended build for Doomsday, is actually the Enchantress companion card. Because he hits for about 500,000, that means that each of the heads deals, well, really it's about 49,000 with this particular setup, which, as you can see, it can kill people that have Resurrect. It can be used to, obviously, to protect Doomsday from retaliation from the next person that jumps in. That way they can't just immediately jump in and special you to death. And lastly, it even hits hard enough that you can kill a second character, especially with his high basic damage. So, when Doomsday is geared that way, you want to gear Batman as a tank, so I would recommend the Batman Ninja helmet and 2 pieces of LexCorp gear, particularly these 2 pieces. Now, because as I mentioned before, his basic attacks are pretty strong in this team because of the 95% damage boost, so that crit at chance on basic attacks is actually very helpful. And of course, Life Drain on Special 2 enables Batman to get all his health back. Of course, we didn't even mention this, but Doomsday gets 50% of his health back every time he kills someone. So this team has a lot of team healing. Harley Quinn can heal the entire team on command. Doomsday gets 50% of his health back every time he kills someone, and Batman with the LexCorp V2 can also self-heal, which is especially important, and he can deal with Batman and Catwoman quite well. All right, so let's get into some gameplay. In this first Ultimate Battle, I'll be using my recommended gear set, which is Doomsday Special 2 with the Enchantress card and Tank Batman. All right, so pretty much most games, you start out by bringing in Animated Harley Quinn to get that plus 50% damage boost to the entire team. Now, because Doomsday does not have quite enough energy, you can't immediately tag him in after using her first special 2. You have to wait for either a basic attack combo, like in this case, or for her to use her second special 2, which is like a bomb. So I killed off the first guy. I'm going to use another special 2 on the Joker here. I was trying to get him, oh yeah, that worked out. That got him down to very low health. I'm going to block here, so I did block his stun from gear there. And just throwing out a special 1, I'm going to tag in Doomsday. I was trying to kill the Flash, didn't quite work out that way. Instead, I will just hit the Joker, but he blocked. However, I can use another special 1 while he is stunned by the Enchantress card. Enchantress card is coming out here, so I'll get a couple hits off and then tag in Harley Quinn with the bomb. Bomb hits for 266,000. That is pretty hard for an unblockable. 100,000 if they're blocking, because you can't crit. Alright, second match, I'm bringing out Harley Quinn again. Like always, I'm going to use her Special 2 to get damage boost the entire team. And then, because I can't quite bring in Doomsday yet, I'm going to use her Special 2 again. However, he backed out. That just went into his shield. So what I'm going to do is actually tag Harley out in the middle of her basic attack and kill her. Unfortunately, Enchantress bugged out there and did not give me... Oh my gosh, that is really annoying. But Enchantress bugged out and did not bring in the skulls to kill Green Arrow. And also, he was wearing that stupid... what do you call it? A mother box. So that was really annoying. And he tagged out before I managed to kill him. So that's just a really annoying string of annoying things. So I'm going to get rid of Injustice 2's passive and bring in Doomsday for the kill. Now it does not crit, so it only hits him for about 200,000, but with the Enchantress card, that is enough to get the job done, and Doomsday's going to finish this one off. Alright, once again, bringing in Animated Harley Quinn at the start of this game, getting some energy, and using my damage boost, and then I want to get rid of Injustice 2's passive, so I'm going to hit him with the bomb here. He is not knocked back, but I go for the aggressive move of just tagging in Doomsday anyway. Probably might have been a better idea to block. That did not crit, otherwise MKX here would have been hit a lot harder. But he got me really low, so I'm going to heal up a little bit with this. Special 2, I'm going to try to get one off, but Batman gets his off first. Now, at this point, the Special 2 won't heal because of his passive, so I'm just going to use her ultimate instead, which actually hits hard enough to kill him, I think. Yes, it does kill him. It's very hard. Anyway, I'm missing gears because of Batman, so I'm going to get Harley Quinn out of there as soon as I can, and tagging in Batman, my tank. Alright, I get rid of his passive. I just throw another S1 for the kicks of it and get in Doomsday for the finish. Oof, 464,000. Now there is one downside to this team, which is that you tend to face Flashpoint after the third or fourth game. So we're going to be facing several Flashpoint teams, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so I start off like normal with Harley Quinn. I'm actually going to just use an S1 afterwards. That didn't quite work out as much as I'd liked, but I'm going to bring in Doomsday. Let's see if we can get the kill. Yes, we do. However, the Enchantress is going to go straight into Aquaman's invincibility shield. However, it does prevent him from using any specials long enough for me to get my tank in. And Batman is going to tank his ultimate here. Let's see how much damage it does. Not really that much, just 100,000, so that's not too bad at all. Just about half his health. I'm going to bring in a Doomsday. After I get rid of his water shield, I bring in Doomsday for the kill, and those Enchantress bubbles are coming out to hit him pretty hard. Lastly, I'm going to wait for it and then use her ultimate. There we go. And I think that is enough to finish out this match. Deals 120,000 damage, if I recall correctly, and that's even taking into account the fact that it destroys his shield on top of that. So the ultimates on these characters hit pretty hard because of the amount of plus 95 damage here. Which is actually something I don't go into in the video, but because you do have plus 95 damage, these characters' special 3 are hitting for the equivalent of someone with 110 to 123,000 damage. So they hit very, very hard. Just something to think about. That is about the same as Injustice 2 Superman, including his passive, like with his passive. So the team special 3 here, it hits very hard when you need it. Alright, so I'm bringing in Batman to tank a little bit. I've got Doomsday in here. Bam, taking him out. The Enchantress does proc, but it just goes into a shield, so nothing really happens. I'm gonna set this guy up the bomb here and see if I can bring him down below half. I probably should have just waited and then brought in Doomsday, but at this point I can't because the MDC will bring him below half anyway. So I'm just going to wait it out, wait for it, and there we go. That should be the end. Perfect. Now, normally I skip this, but for game 6, I actually had, you know, the glitched Batman Ninja Catwoman, and she is geared to absolutely crush it. So I just wanted to check on her gears, and man, are they kind of scary. So I'm going to have to play this one pretty carefully. Make sure I don't die here to his first S2. But man, he does hit pretty hard. Okay, we'll get him a bomb there. And I will bring out Doomsday, and that should do it for him. Yes, very good. And unfortunately, the Enchantress bugs out again. That is one of the problems with this gear, is that Enchantress does not always proc when you get the kill, which is unfortunate, but things are okay. I got my Batman out to tank because I am ready for Batman Ninja Catwoman to come out at any point. However, she doesn't, so I just bring out Doomsday again to get that kill. Oof, she almost takes out Doomsday, but doesn't quite manage to do it. Batman gets enough energy while blocking to get off his S2. And that Batman Ninja Catwoman got hit. But she returns fire while I can't block. However, his gear is so strong that he does not die. And I get the finish right there. Batman with those gears, definitely a counter to Batman Ninja Catwoman. Alright, next game, I start out with the damage boost like always, and then I'm going to get hurt. I probably could have tagged in Doomsday there, but I decided to just throw another bomb first. However, because New 52 stays in, I'm going to take him out with Doomsday. Oh, perfect. Enchantress card does proc, so I'm going to hit her pretty hard. And Wonder Woman is critical on health, and I tag in Harley Quinn for the finish. Looks like all that's left is Injustice 2 Aquaman with some gear shattering, and I'm going to hit him with Doomsday. And it does not crit, so it leaves him critically low on health. He shatters some gear, and then he dies to Harley Quinn, and that is the end of this ultimate battle. Alrighty, in our second Ultra battle, I'm going to use Batman as a tank slash MDC with Ippy Stick, and with Doomsday I'm going to go in with the Basic Damage. Alright, let's see how we do it. To start out with, I'm going to take out Harley Quinn, of course, use her damage boost, and get off a bomb. That is going to proc his shield, so I'll just eat some dots here, and then I want to bring in Batman immediately so I don't lose any more health. I don't want to lose any more health with Harley Quinn. However, that stupid Heart of Darkness prevented me from using my special 2 there, which is what I was trying to do. So anyway, I'm just going to use Doomsday to just absolutely destroy the rest of this team, basically. Okay. Let's just use this special one. I should have didn't even finish swiping. Anyway, he brings out the cat claws. Oh, the dots. It's so hurtful, except not to relate to Doomsday, because Doomsday is too much of a beast, and let's just bring in Batman for the win. I could have done that pretty much any time. Maybe I should have done it earlier. Alright, second match, I bring in Harley Quinn like normal. I'm going to get her special 2. I'm going to eat his special 1 first, and I'll be healing myself of pretty much all that damage while giving my team a boost. Oof, that is pretty much one of the worst things that could possibly happen, except at least she didn't kill Harley Quinn, so that's fine. She took all of my energy and then came out and hit me pretty hard. But Batman's return attack is going to hit also pretty hard. So I'm going to bring in Doomsday, and let's see if he gets the kill. Perfect. Now, Batman Ninja Batman does not have tank gears, so yeah, I'm just absolutely juggling the crap out of him. I could use a special 2 anytime. Probably should right now, or at least I guess I'm going to use a special 1. That does the job. But Green Arrow takes my energy, but I'm going to just bring in Batman with the MDC Ippy Stick combo and deal with that. Alright, Match 3. As usual, bring in Animated Harley Quinn. I'm going to get hit a little bit, use my damage boost, and now I could bring in actually, you know what? I'm thinking of an entirely different gear set completely. I don't want to bring in Doomsday just willy-nilly, because if he gets stunned, he pretty much dies. So that's one thing with this particular gear set, is you want to make sure that they're not just going to tag in and crush you when you bring in Doomsday. So I'm gonna get the kill there. Shazam comes out, and I'm gonna kill him too. And bam! Special 2 still hits like a truck, even when people are blocking. And I'm gonna drop the crap out of New 52 Superman here. And yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote. There we go. All right, on to the next match, and now it's all Flashpoint, of course, because this team just loves facing against Flashpoint. You know, it is what it is. We'll just have to show them who is the real, actual good team here. I don't feel like using the bomb. I'm going to bring in Batman early so that his MDC Ibby Stick combo is charged. But, you know, while I'm at it, I guess I will just crush Batman there. I'm going to tank an S2 from Aquaman and then bring in Doomsday to get some damage off. A non-crit, that's interesting. That only happens 1 out of 20 times. But Doomsday is going to eat a special 2 here from Deathstroke, and it does hit like a truck. Not the special 2, but rather the dot. Absolutely destroys people. So I'm going to use the special 3 against Deathstroke to see if I can kill him in 1 hit, and oh my gosh, look at that. He's got like barely any health left. But he does manage to get out of there, and I try to kill him with Batman, but I do manage to kill Aquaman instead, and then him. Very nice. That's game 4 done. So, Game 5 is a little rough looking, so I check Batman Ninja Catwoman's gear, and it's not anything to worry about, so I don't even bother with the rest of the team. Alright, bringing out Animated Harley Quinn, as per usual, giving the team the damage boost. Let's throw out a bomb to get rid of his passive. Okay, check, and does he stay in for another bomb? Yes, he does, but he blocks, so I don't get the kill on him. Bring him down to about half health. I waited before tagging anyone in. I wanted to make sure that I could tag in Batman to deal with Catwoman, which does happen right here. Oof, but he didn't even get hit. Ow, that special hit pretty hard because I don't have any blocking gear on him right now. So I decided I'm going to heal up the team a little bit, and this was an accident. I meant to either use I don't remember what I used. I think I was going to throw out a bomb. Yeah, there we go. So I get the bomb out, get some more poison to the face, and I bring out Batman to deal with Catwoman, and he has got just all kinds of dots from the Joker and from Superman, so I'm going to try to get him out of here, but he dies. Bring out Doomsday to finish off this team. That is how Doomsday... Yeah, that's right. That's what happens when Superman fights Doomsday. It's, you know, unfortunate, but, you know, it's just destiny. And like I said, Doomsday is a little bit squishy in this because basically he has good block gear, but that's it. So you do want to be careful with them, and I showed how to be careful with them that game. Now, this team is just playing aggro, balls to the wall. I'm going to bring out a bomb, and now I'm going to tag in Batman to get the kill. Excellent. Now this Injustice 2 Superman is ready to hit me with all of his might. It wasn't as much as he might have wanted. I'm going to bring in Doomsday to see what I can do, and then, like an idiot, I use my special 2 into his invulnerability shield. And no, I did not learn from that, because I'm actually going to do almost the same thing again later. You know, just... I don't know what to call it, just sucking. Anyway, I'm going to bring in Batman with the MDC AB stick combo to take out that guy, and then use another combo to get rid of his passive, and there's me not learning from the last time I did that. Another special straight into Superman's shield, and I'm just going to block and use the AB stick combo again for the kill. Alright, we're on to Game 7, and it's not Flashpoint, so let's see how this goes. Harley Quinn out first. Can't heal myself right now because Flashpoint Batman already used his passive. We got Flashpoint Aquaman, and I'm just going to bomb him. Hurt myself in the process, but there we go. A special 2, and ooh, those dots are hurting. Ooh, ow, that was not what I wanted to see. Superman comes in with the stun and absolutely crushes my Batman. So I'm going to juggle the crap out of him, and okay, that worked out okay. I'm going to tag out Doomsday so I don't get insta-crushed. That's a good strategy to do when you know you can't block. That's always an option. Get rid of his passive, and boom, 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 boom. Use my special 2 right here to see how much damage I can deal. Significant. And then I'm going to eat a special 2, but he's got blocking gear on, so it's not that bad, though the dot is still significant. I'm going to play it safe here and just use my ultimate to get rid of Aquaman, which leaves it with a 2v1, and Batman is not exactly geared to deal with this kind of situation. I'm just going to play it nice and safe, block in between combos, and get the kill. And that is our second ultimate battle. We're actually going to do one more with the third gear set, the SP1 gear set on Doomsday. And for Batman, of course, I'll be using my tank AB stick MDC combo, which is what I recommend for this. Alright, so with Animated Harley Quinn, I'm sure you're sick of this. I'm going to start out by bringing in her for the damage boost. Okay, whew, it's been a long day. Okay, so next I'm going to set this guy up the bomb. Unfortunately, it does not crit, even though our crit chance is 80% when they're not blocking. Second, I'm going to bring in Doomsday. My fingers are getting tired from a lot of play this morning, which is why I don't crit, or why I don't get 200%. But that Lucador Bane did not have very much health. He is down for the count. Alright, once again, bringing out Harley Quinn, doing the damage boost, getting rid of Injustice 2 Superman's passive, and let's see what we do now. I'm going to bring in Doomsday. That was probably a mistake to do that. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. I can't afford to wait for his shield to end because I don't want to lose Doomsday. So I use his special just to defend myself while I wait for the ability to tag out, and I'm going to bring in my tank against Ares, and then tried to get the kill with Harley Quinn, but he manages to tag Ares out first. I bring in Doomsday, trying to get the team damage kill here and heal myself, but doesn't quite work out that way. I get another special 1 attempt here. Now that one does hit for the full 200k. And I tag him out. Tag out Doomsday for Batman so that Batman eats whatever it is that Ares throws at me, which happens to be a special 3. If you use Ares on defense, it might actually be smart to not even buy special 3. But that's just what I think. Anyway, I totally mistimed that because the shield was still up when I got in the hit, but managed to kill him anyway. Superman punches me, doesn't really do much. I heal my entire team back to full while getting rid of Injustice 2 Superman's passive and throw out another bomb for 267,000 damage. Yes, her special 2 does hit like a truck. Anyway, yeah, even with that 55,000 damage. Of course, this team is fully augmented, like I mentioned earlier. Blah, blah, blah. Bringing out the damage boost. Gonna try to see if I can get a kill. He does block, but I do get him below half health. He tags in Aquaman, so I'm gonna tag in Batman. I was just going to eat the special, but he wasn't blocking, so I thought I could give it a shot here. Now, I want to get him off the field as fast as possible because he can't block immediately after that special, so I'm just going to bring in Harley Quinn. And then use her special too. While I'm shielded, actually, I thought I was shielded, but didn't quite work out that way. Get rid of Deathstroke, and then Aquaman does not have Water Shield because if you kill someone with his special one, the actual Loa Knives gets rid of the Water Shield. So that's the interesting interaction between Flashpoint Team and Loa Knives. And with how much I fight Flashpoint, I'm sure you'll see that again. To repeat, a Loa Knife carrier who kills a Flashpoint team member with his S1, the Loa Knife will actually get rid of the Water Shield of the next person in. Here we go. Like if you look at this Aquaman, he does not have Water Shield right now. Perfect. And because he doesn't, I'm just going to go in with S2. It will almost kill him, but does not deal any damage to Batman. So there you go. I'm going to eat an S1 here, and then I'm going to kill Aquaman with the bomb. Now in this case, eat his special 2, and I will just retaliate with my ultimate. And that should be enough to get the job done. In fact, it is. If you close up, that's 212,000. Including a 20% defended. That's about 260,000 or so altogether. Alright, so bringing out Harley Quinn, doing the damage boost. Like always, I'm going to get a second one off before Deathstroke can get one of his specials off. Probably would have been better to do the reverse because I would have gotten health back. Unfortunately, I bring in Batman at the same time as Flashpoint Batman, so he does not get the MDC proc, but I'm bringing in Doomsday for the kill. Get the full 110,000 team damage. Deathstroke gets the proc from the AH, but he takes another S1 to the face, and Aquaman steps into the battle with only 1 HP. Alright, it's time for Fight 6. I bring out my deranged cheerleader as normal. Oh, she gets S1 to the face from the Flashpoint Batman. But I counterattack with Doomsday's S1, which does crit, giving that 105,000 team damage. I'm going to bring in Harley Quinn back into the match, getting the team heals, taking 1 life off of Blackest Night the Flash, and then Batman is going to take an S1 to the face from AODS. AO Deadshot, that is, since you can't tell the difference. And then get some damage off here on Blackest Night the Flash. Gonna block his special, and I'm just gonna finish it up with the kill from Doomsday. Alright, match 7 here in this ultimate battle. Bringing in Harley Quinn, as usual, she takes some punches to the face. I'm gonna bring in that damage boost, so my team is gonna hit like a truck. And next, I'm gonna set this guy up the bomb. He does not get critted, even though he does not block. Next, I'm gonna bring in Batman to deal with Injustice 2 Superman. Got rid of his passive there. Here's a couple of Ibby stick dots. I'm sure he will absolutely love it. I'll block a special here, and I'm gonna try to bait him into allowing me to hit him with an S1. I chain it to the S1. That chain does not always work, by the way. It's it works most of the time, but not quite 100%. Another S1 coming at you. He blocks it, and then dies to Harley Quinn. I'm going to try to run out the clock here, except I should have hit her first because she was already below half health. That really doesn't accomplish as much as I would have hoped. She uses her ultimate against me, blah-de-blah-de-blah, then I'm invincible, and I'm going to bring out another bomb, and that should do it. That is the end. And the end of this video as well. Feel free to leave a comment, to like, and if you have any questions about gearing up a this team. I definitely recommend getting it. Anyway, it was fun to make this, and you guys have an excellent day. See ya.